importance on a scale of 1 to 4 on our to-do list. 1 being it's happening today, actually, I don't even know if I can have another conversation till it gets done because it's a fire.
Right.
And we're putting it out. So for me in real estate, it's anything that is moving a truck, a client getting under contract, a client's contract blowing up and not closing, the plat next door, any of that stuff. A truck moving is huge, and it could either be stopped or it can be going, and either way it's happening now. So that's always a 1 in our business. So you'll kind of figure out how that works for you in the businesses with Dave. And then the number 4 is usually going to go over to the implementation form because it's not as urgent, though it does need to be done. And Dave did express he wants it done. It's just not as urgent. So that is something that we will work on there. Okay. Building out your 1 to 4 list. I say we, it's going to be you. You'll find what items those, and then you start to get in like a normal flow of what fits with a 1, 2, 3, or 4. So sometimes what I'll find myself doing in the mornings, I'll be throwing everything at Elma, text, voice, all of it. Right. And I can see Elma writing, she's jotting it down, and then I see her write a 1. If it's a client thing, and then I see her write a 4, and I'm like, okay, cool. So she say that is because we know in any religion and any belief in anything that love is the greatest of all, and that emotion is by far the strongest. And so like if it's faith, hope, and love is the greatest of all, if it's love from your chakras, and that is the greatest of them all, that's your strongest one, like we know naturally that this is going to overpower everything, including the people that come in when you're not ready for them, and correspondence and emails and our to-do list and our phone calls. Every single thing that happens with our clients, our opposing counsel, our team members, each other, is always going to be a love sandwich. So if I've got something that I've got to present to you, and even if it has something negative in there, but it does have to get presented, I'm going to love sandwich it. So I'm going to smother it with love, get to the meat of it, and then smother it with love. So like, Taya, sis, I hope you're having a beautiful day. I think your hair looks real pretty curled like that. Real quick, wanted to let you know we missed a couple emails last night. If there's any way we can jump on those before noon today and get them covered, sis, we just, you know how it goes, we don't do that stuff. Also, later in the day, I think Dave's going to go hit the golf course. So if you want to run with me, I was going to grab a quick bite to eat, and I'd love to pay for your salad. Right. And so it's just like, whoa, okay. Yep, my hair and a salad? Yeah. They almost don't even understand that you just had to throw something in there. Because some people can't, it is. And that's everything. So whatever comes up has to be smothered in that love sandwich. When I negotiate for my clients, I'm smothering it with how great they are, and I'm excited to work with them and can't wait to hear back from you because I think together we're going to crush this transaction. But hey, real quick, here is what the offer entails. And I know we came in a little under your list price. But did you see all the other beautiful things that made that offer look perfect? You did? Okay, cool. Also, I can make it feel real smooth for you guys. So let your seller know all you have to do is show up to the closing table. My buyers got the rest. And like, and I stand true to that because my team stands true to that. It's letting them know, hey, I'm all over it. He's in an appointment. If you can give me till the end of the day, I'll make sure I get back to you. And then whatever reminder you need to set to make sure you get back to them, your to-do list is the best one. But having that response at least to them of it is coming. And really, so that's going to be an A team move for sure. A B team, if they're told to do it, will do it. But an A team player at that point is going to step up and say, hey, all of our emails get responded to within the first 30 minutes. Because that's the longest time that I'm usually away from a phone or a computer or something that can get a response to. So really 5 minutes or less is awesome, but we do go take a quick lunch or whatever. So so no more than an hour is the longest. And even if it's, I don't have an answer for you yet, but I will get that to you before the end of the day, and then getting it to them before the end of the day is going to make you stand out. I mean, watch your bids get accepted just because you're super responsive.
Oh, no, it happens all the time. Dude. It really does, because that's number one thing that I hear from customers when they come to me and they're like, hey, I can't.
You need that. And that's where the mother hen steps in, because you're cool to love sandwich everything, because you know sometimes you've got to have the spine. You have to have the spine of it and the neck. I tell all of my admin, you are the spine. Though he is the head and he is the front face of all of it. That head ain't going nowhere if this ain't turning, man. So you're keeping it well adjusted, stable, uptight, like chin up. Chin up, Dave, I'm here. Let's go. Which direction we going? And that's you all day long. And so he needs you to be that person. So sometimes you have the spine there, but you're kind enough. You're mother hen. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to love you the whole time I tell you, you just messed up, sweetheart. Let's go fix it. Come on.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's what you do. And then Dave's just sitting there like, I told you my team would crush it. Thanks, Taya.
Yeah, there's sometimes where.
So Elma can see what it is, but when Elma turns hers in, she likes to do kind of like the little dots that you're doing, but she started doing little squares and she checks it when she's done. And so any of the ones that don't have checks, I know she's moved on to her next day, but I don't even have to follow up with it because I know exactly where she's at. Right. Versus I'll go in a mid-panic mode if those things aren't being done, and I'll be like, hey, did we do this? Did we do that? And you can hear it and feel it and see it all over your CEO, and for a second you kind of panic, but if you know you did it, you're also like, oh yeah, that's done, but also sometimes you don't know. So remind Dave that he mentioned this being a problem or this needing to be done. I know we were busy that day, but I did write it down. So just to kind of jump back onto that real quick, Dave, when did you want to implement that so I can add a deadline to it?
Right.
And how did you want to get that done? I was thinking we could try to do a Google Calendar to keep up with the schedule a little bit better. I'll have it on your desk every Monday morning for the week so you can see a big picture and you'll be ready to go. Does that sound okay?
Oh, right.
And like, he's going to be like, yeah, sure. And at first, he's really just not going to know what to do with it.
Yeah,
but when you just do it, hey, I thought it was easier. Something Amanda and Kimba and all of us were talking about was like, it's easier for our minds to usually see the big picture of things to retain it. And then after that, it can go in the recycle or whatever. So I cleaned off your desk, and all I have on your desk is your calendar for the week. And so that's this week. So when you're done looking at it, or when you think you've got it kind of locked in, man, we can throw it away, Dave. It's cool.
Right.
But he's just going to be like, what? And now...
Be strong. Be strong.